Let's see. They got this one.
Oh, okay, that was cool too.
Yep. And then I think there's this one, and then this one.
Ah,
Oh wait, that one. There we go. Oh wait, I've done this one
that one
before. This
before.
one looks familiar. So I'll go back to the garden. That's fun. Okay, cool.
You're in the tomato
I
plants
am
and
literally in it. In a
in the
tomato.
garden.
Here we go.
Now coming in and out, in and out, in and out. You know,
Of course.
'cause that's
Kitty.
what they do.
All right, what's going on? Let's see what shit you got on today.
Well, today,
All right. Cat, right. Childless cat ladies.
but yeah, you can see the bottom. Just make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
that
yep.
you're able to see this. Oh,
Mhm.
let me lift it up here.
Oh, nice.
That is Harris 2024 Childless Cat Ladies for Harris.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we all know how that turned out.
We sure do. When did you get home?
Monday last week.
Oh shit, you've been home a while. Okay.
Yeah, and then I promptly got food poisoning. And
Oh,
that's why I canceled on Thursday for us.
food poisoning.
Yep.
Where were you? Were you having some Chipotle or something?
It wasn't Chipotle. It was a sushi place. And it wasn't
Wow.
even sushi. I think it was a piece of broccoli tempura. And I
Ooh,
think the broccoli was bad.
got it.
And I knew it when I bit into it. And then that evening, I was just like, oh, this
Oh
is not
boy.
good. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm better now.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
So we had stuff on the docket to talk about
Mm-hmm.
because last week we were ventilating.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we were venting. That's our ventilation episode. Um, so this episode we're gonna talk about music.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear about Pride because you rode in the Pride Parade, right?
I did, yeah.
That
So
was Seattle Pride for our listeners and watchers.
yep.
She has a what kind of motorcycle is it?
It's a Ural motorcycle. So it's got a sidecar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like an old World War II military bike.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I wasn't gonna ride. I was only gonna ride if the niece and nephew rode with me.
Mm-hmm.
And the moms are divorced. So it was like, okay, one mom had them this weekend, and the other mom was doing Pride, and the kids really wanted to do Pride.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the call Sunday morning, downtown Seattle Pride Day, right? At the big
Yeah.
parade. I got a call at 8:45 a.m. The kids want to ride in the parade in the motorcycle with you. So they would ride in the sidecar.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh shit. Because the parade starts at 11 a.m.
What time
I
was it?
gotta be there early, I gotta be there like at least by 10:30 tops. So I'm like, shit. So I throw my ass in the shower. And then I realized I hadn't prepped the motorcycle. So I didn't even know if it was going to start
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't charge the battery or anything. Luckily, it started right up. So got down there, found the kids, threw them in the motorcycle. And they were wearing like rainbow colored cowboy hats and beads like they were at Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
And we led the parade. I mean, well, the motorcycles led the parade, not us individually. But anyway, and they still wanted to see the parade. And so, if you're in the parade, you can't watch the parade. So we rode the motorcycle about halfway, the parade route about halfway. And then I peeled off and their mom found them and then I went home.
You
I went home. Yeah. But it was fun. They had a great time. They said they had a lot of fun, but whenever I looked at them, They look fucking terrified.
Did they?
Just ashen. We're only going maybe 20, but that's, tops
Mhm.
in between doing circles and shit on our
Maybe it was
motor.
just all the other motorcycles that
Yeah,
were
but
freaking them out.
yeah. Oh, it was loud. Their mom was really smart and hooked them up with earplugs
Mhm.
because those motorcycles can get really loud. But yeah. And then all this last week was Camp Crystal. So I had them from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Mhm.
Monday through Thursday doing Camp Crystal stuff. So took them to my friend's tattoo parlor, which is spotless.
Mhm.
I'm not going to mention the parlor name or anything because the twins are not adults, they're minors. But
Yeah.
my buddy gave them each temporary tattoos. But it was cute because he put on like rubber gloves and
Mhm.
did like a rubbing alcohol on the spot, and they'd look in the mirror to determine where they wanted the tat and how it would look. It was all very professional.
Mhm.
And then they got their temporary tattoos. So that was fun. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I was very exhausted.
At
Come
the end of the
Friday.
week.
Yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot. They're a lot of fun, but damn. A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So aside from shitting yourself with food poisoning,
I
how was
didn't
your
I
week?
did not shit myself.
Oh, you did? Well,
It
congratulations.
was
Wow.
it was upset stomach kind of thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm impressed. So you got any gossip?
Huh. Gossip, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I'm
Yeah.
looking at my little altar to my brother up here, and
Oh, nice.
his card is falling down, so I have to fix it. Hang on.
No problem.
It was the last well, it was the last birthday card he ever sent me.
Oh, that's he knows you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. It says at the top, where is it here? I don't know if you can read that.
Petey's roll.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hats, which I never would have predicted for him, but this is just did we have an earthquake or something? What the hell?
I mean, I'm gonna blame your cats. Jumping, running around, making a mess, touching your stuff. That's what they do.
Anyway, I would never have predicted that my brother would have had a bunch of cats, but he did.
Huh.
He loved his cats very much, so it was very touching to get that card from him.
Yeah. Very nice. Speaking of cats, so when you guys have Canada Day, like our 4th of July here in the US, do you do fireworks? Does Canada do fireworks?
Yeah, I think so. It was July 1st, which was Wednesday this week.
How are your cats with the firework sounds?
They didn't have any problem with it at all.
Okay.
I'm just recording.
Oh, I thought I heard a lady voice. I figured she was talking to the cats.
Is everything okay?
Oh, she's talking to you. Okay. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because last night, Scout the cat, who you have now met,
Mm-hmm.
lost his mind with
Oh,
all of the fireworks.
oh.
And I cannot shove a pill down his throat without being attacked,
Yeah.
So he didn't get a trazodone. But it was really sweet. Apparently, Marty who's very allergic, by the way, to cats,
Mhm.
let Scout sleep in his bed, in his
Oh.
room. And apparently Scout crawled under Marty's bed, and Marty said he was purring so hard that Marty could feel the vibrations of the purr through his mattress because Scout was so happy and felt so safe under Marty's bed.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, "That's really sweet, Marty. Thank you for
Mhm,
letting Scout sleep in there."
mhm.
Yeah, 'cause,
Oh,
apparently he didn't wanna sleep in my room with me, so, can't force him.
was it
Yeah.
just neighborhood fireworks or was it
We can hear the Space Needle
mm,
fireworks because
mm,
it's substantial, as you
yeah,
know. And, yeah, the wind was blowing in our direction with and bringing the sound with it.
mm,
But our street and some a-hole lit some shit off at, like, 3:30 this morning, and it was, like, the cherry bomb stuff.
mhm,
And I was like, you sons of bitches," because about 10:30, shit dies down,
mhm.
and then somebody 3:30 this morning, was kaboom, and then a bunch of kabooms. I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, asshole, wrap it up."
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway.
So, on that vein,
Mm.
you know that I've been following these little eagles that, they
Yeah.
like
Oh, shit.
well,
Yeah.
so one of them mistakenly fledged when the other one jumped over him and knocked her out of the nest, and that happened while I was gone, and it was, like, on I think it was Saturday or Sunday before I left. It might have been Sunday.
Oh, god.
And so she ended up upside down in the tree, and then she finally, and then there was this everybody was worried about her, and which rightly so, because she was upside down in this tree, and then she finally got out of the tree and flew away, but the other
Oh.
and it was so sad because the brother, Luna, it was Sandy that accidentally fledged, and the brother was just looking
Oh,
for her and calling for her,
no.
and then so he stayed all day in the nest that day, and then
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
so that was Sunday, and then I left on Monday, but I left in the afternoon, like, so Monday, I had to go do some things, and then I got back to the condo, and I, turned on the, Eagle Cam, and I backed it up because there was nothing in the eagle's nest, and I
Oh.
thought, "Oh, what happened?" And so I backed it up and I saw him, he fledged at like 9:30 in the morning. But all night long, he stood out on a perch, like he was just looking for his sister the whole night. It was heartbreaking.
Oh
And,
my god.
we put our own emotions into
Right.
it, but it
Totally.
was really like, I think that encouraged him. And so at 9:30 that morning, he got up on that perch and he flew away.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
he was flying tree to tree to tree, and they couldn't find the Sandy, the one that accidentally fledged. And they ended up finding her, and they've both returned to the nest now.
Oh.
And so they've been coming back and forth to the nest. Parents have
Oh.
been feeding them still to the nest. And then
Okay.
last night was fireworks night at Big Bear, and they had lobbied for them not to have the fireworks because
Right.
the fledglings last year were so bothered by the fireworks. So I we were out at dinner with some friends, and when I got home, I backed it up to see how things progressed for them. And they just kind of sat there like, whatever.
Oh. Oh, yeah?
But it was like a war zone. Like you could hear it for, 45 minutes straight. It was like a war zone. And it was just so um I'm searching for the right word. It so exemplified
Mm.
our terrible
Mhm.
impact on the animal community at large
Mhm.
as humans, right?
Mhm.
To see that they had to sit through that bullshit because we gotta have our fireworks, we gotta have our big booms, we gotta have this, we gotta have that,
Mhm.
and no regard for animals, no regard for people that have PTSD,
Mhm.
veterans that have come back from wars, no regard for anything. We just have to blow shit up because we gotta blow shit up. And, anyway, so I was happy to see that both eagles were fine. They weren't they
Phew.
didn't seem to be bothered by the fireworks at all, and I
That's
was
nice
very
to hear. That's nice to hear.
but it was disturbing to watch, like, really disturbing to watch, I felt, so
Absolutely. No, and you know what? You're right. Like, I think about dogs and cats because that's, like, what's around me,
Mhm,
right? But,
mhm,
um, the larger and animal populace
Mhm.
um fucking freaking out. Like, hiding under bushes and in burrows and shit. And um yeah, and it's all over the continent. It's
Mhm.
not just one town and one, it's the whole goddamn continent lights up. And yeah, absolutely. And
There's a
so this
cabbage over your shoulder.
oh shit. Right, you're right. I
I
didn't even
just
notice the
noticed the
cabbage.
cabbage.
Oh shit, look at this one. There's a little bit of an eaten carrot right there. A carrot got munched by something, maybe a rabbit or a
Mhm.
hobbit. Um, say, is the Eagle River, where's the Eagles at again?
It said Big Bear.
Isn't that a national park?
Mhm.
Are we
Yeah.
allowed to light off fireworks in national park?
Apparently, they have a huge fireworks celebration there every year, and it draws a lot of people, and
Oh,
but the rest of the year, people go there for the wildlife and the
right.
eagles and everything, and it's like,
I
it's like Ocean Shores, but, well, it's not even like Ocean Shores because you know what Ocean Shores is like on July 4th,
yes, I
try and
do.
burn that fucking city down every year,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm. Yeah,
but
wow. Well, I'm
yeah,
glad the eaglets made it.
they made it, and they fledged, and they're doing really well
That's
so
awesome.
far, and it's really, really heartening to
Yeah, that's nice. And she fell out of the nest upside down in a tree.
yeah,
Poor
we
thing.
and, when I saw it happen, I didn't know exactly what had happened because it happened so fast. So they
Mhm.
were both out on a perch, and the brother was out farther on the perch, and he decided he was gonna go back into the nest, so he goes and jumps over her, but he hits her and knocks her out, but you don't know you couldn't tell that at the time. We just saw him go over and then her go down.
Oh my god.
And, and so then they posted video later and showed how she fell and where she fell and
Oh,
upside down trying to get loose, and it was pretty traumatic, and
yeah.
like I was in tears. I was like, oh
Oh,
my god,
no,
she gonna be okay.
Jen. Yeah, well,
It
you know
was,
what?
well,
I
that and the fact that she'd fledged, right? It was like,
yeah,
oh my god, it happened, and then when he did it the next day, it was like, oh, it was so beautiful. Anyway.
nice. So the parents still feed them. Fledge does
Mhm.
not mean no longer cared for. It just
Yeah,
means they can fly.
they can now fly and they can tour the area and get into trouble, and
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
they're gonna train them to hunt and fish and do all of that. And then, I don't know, after, I don't know, few months, I don't know how long the whole process lasts, they will go away. They won't go together either. They will separate and they'll go their separate ways all the
Mhm.
way as far as Alaska or British Columbia.
Wow.
Occasionally, they will come back to the area where they were nested to start a family. But when they do come back, if they do come back to the nest, they're treated as intruders
Right,
by the family. They're
right.
not,
Get the hell out of here.
hello, Bluebell.
Get then.
Yeah,
Um, okay, okay. Wow, so they'll even go up to Alaska. Wait, where are these birds at? It's the
they're in
national park,
California right now at Big Bear
California.
National. Yeah, Big
Wow.
Bear.
So they'll fly up to Alaska
Mhm.
sometimes.
So if you
Holy shit.
Google Eagle Cam 1 and Eagle Cam 2, you'll see the cameras come up, and they're live cameras. One of them is a wide Eagle Cam 2 is like a wide angle camera of the
Mhm,
eagles, like if
mhm.
they're in the trees and stuff. And then
Yeah.
there's people that operate the cameras and keep track of them.
Oh, no shit.
Eagle Cam 1 is the nest.
Okay. No, I've looked at it with you before. You've
Mhm.
sent me the or I've you yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I didn't realize they went that far, which I guess makes sense so that they don't inbreed. They gotta go far to find new mates.
yeah,
And go to Alaska instead of mating with someone in California.
yeah.
Okay.
So, and if you're interested in donating, there is a link on the website when you go to see those cameras where they're trying to preserve their habitat.
Mm,
By July 31st, they have to raise $10 million. They've raised $4 million now.
They
And
need what do they need?
They need to buy the property so that the developers don't develop it into condos and some bullshit, you know.
Oh, but it's a national park.
Well, this habitat where their nest is, they're going to develop the area, which is going to disrupt their habitat. So they're trying to preserve it somehow. Now they aren't going to obviously hit $10 million by July 31st. That's less than 30 days now, but
Right.
but they are you know, if they get enough money, they might be able to finance the
Got it. Okay.
preservation of the property.
Hey, $4 million is nothing to sniff at. That's
Mhm.
that's nuts.
They were just at 3.2 like last week, so they've raised 4 million in the last, 700,000 or so in the last week. So.
Check this shit out. Okay, I got one for you about eagles. This is so stupid. I swear to God, it was Pacific Northwest. I don't know if it was like Des Moines. I don't know. Town on the water. Okay.
Is Des Moines on the water?
Yeah, they got a harbor and shit. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
I've never
I
been
know,
there.
right? I heard Des Moines was a shithole, and I think it was Des Moinesians telling everybody they're a shithole so that nobody would move there. Because
Yeah.
it's actually fucking cute as hell.
Yeah.
Little harbor is so cute. Anyway,
I've never been down there. That's down past Burien, isn't it?
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
Burien's where the airplanes land, and Des
Yeah.
Moines is where they take off. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So this was like the late 90s, and I don't know who's in charge of this shit, but some entity had put an eagle pole. So it's a big pole in the water, and on the top is a platform, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's for eagles to nest. They're trying to create eagle habitat. So whoever's in charge of that. So there were people living on the water that were, it was like old white people,
Mhm.
who were like, they put this pole and it's affecting my view and blah, and I want the pole out of there. That's why it was on the news, because these people were complaining about this pole in the water. And it's like, I want to use the R word, but you're like, no, because then I got to edit it out. But it's like, what a couple of dumbasses, because it's like eagles might build a nest on that. And you've got front row, and it wasn't like the pole was right up against their house or something. I mean, it was in the water,
Mhm.
and it's a pole, so it's not affecting their view. And it's just so
Yeah.
stupid. But they were, it was a whole thing on the news. They wanted this pole out of there, and who knows what became of it. But it was just, I remember being like annoyed, like,
Mhm.
what? It's a pole for eagles to make a nest.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Like, wow, how neat would that?
One thing that I would give Florida credit for is along Interstate 75,
Huh?
all of the light poles have round areas at the top for eagles to build nests in, and they do. They are everywhere down there.
Get out of here.
That's in Florida, yeah.
No shit.
You can drive down I-75, which is the west coast of Florida,
Okay.
and
Oh,
have a good chance of seeing eagles.
I'm looking this shit up right now, Jen, because that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Giving
I-75
props to Florida for one thing.
eagle nest posts.
I don't know what'll come up if you Google it.
There are several of these towers along the way station. Bald eagle roosting just northeast of Turnpike I-75 intersection. One huge eagle nest. Florida.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Well, good for Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're getting some shit figured out a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
that aside, the people drive like idiots down there, and I had a fucking range hood fall off the back of a truck in front of my car one time when I was driving down I-75
What?
recently. Yeah.
No shit. Wait, what fell out of the back of the truck?
It's like big, huge range hood for a kitchen, like
Oh shit.
stove.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, they gotta latch that shit down.
Yep, came right out. They had it in the bed of the truck, again, not tied down or anything, and that thing went airborne and went, actually, did it go over me?
Whoa.
I think I was able to swerve, but I do remember looking in my rearview mirror and seeing it crash on the ground and thinking, "Oh my god, who's gonna run into that?" You know, and
Yeah,
thankfully cars avoided it, but it could have been a disaster, like huge
100%.
disaster, because
100.
nobody ties shit down there. They're just idiots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my ex back, apparently she told me a story when she was in her 20s. She was hauling a mattress to the dump, I-5. She had it tied down, but not enough. And it flew off, and there was a cop happened to be there, and she got like, she was pulling over anyway. She's like, "Oh shit, mattress." But she got a big fat ticket.
Mhm.
She got a big fat ticket, and
I had a
he
mattress fly off the back of a truck in
yep.
Virginia, and I was
Mhm.
behind it. And my
Mhm.
dad was behind me, and he's funny. He tells this used to tell this story often. He said, "You didn't miss a beat. I went into the medium and back into the road." We were all going like 60 miles an hour.
That's
And this
right.
mattress came at me, and I saw it coming, and I didn't know what it was. And then I realized it was a mattress, and then I swerved and went right back in the roadway.
Right, like nothing happened.
Yeah,
That's right. That's lesbian skills,
that's
Jen.
right.
That's young lesbian car skills right
Driving skills.
there. You just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, was coming back from Ocean Shores. Marty was with me. It was when I was driving my pickup truck, and there was a vehicle in front of me. It was a work
You
truck.
had a pickup truck?
Yeah, this was like late 90s. Had a little Toyota pickup.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty sexy. But the ladder, this work truck in front of me, ladder came off. So I'm seeing a ladder flying, and I swerved over because I was in the fast lane. So I swerved into like the ditch, like the side of
Mhm,
the road, and I was in a truck. So
mhm.
I was handling the ditch, but I just stayed in the ditch, you know. And Marty was like, "Okay, it's okay. You can just come on, bring
Get
it
out of
back.
the ditch now.
Come on now, come bringing it back." You know, he's kind of trying to guide the steering wheel, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. All right, we're good." Yeah. It was scary though. And I think that truck just kept going. I don't think it even realized that its ladder.
Flew off.
And I don't know what happened to the poor bastards behind me. I just had to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, our listeners and watchers, if you've ever had an experience like that, why don't you comment in our comment
Oh
section?
yeah. Good thinking, Jen. Yep. Comment.
Leave
Here
us a
we go.
comment. Let us let us know about your crazy experience of driving and having things fly off the back of cars or trucks or whatever.
Um, so I noticed on Facebook,
Or
you
maybe you've had something fly off the back of your truck.
ooh,
You
yeah,
were the truckee, or
yeah,
yeah, would that be the truckee or the trucker? I don't know. Anyway.
truck. Shit, I don't know. But yeah, were you the one that got the ticket?
Mhm,
Yeah, were you the one? Um, okay, so I'm gonna come back to unrelated to any of that,
mhm.
but assisted living facilities. So I noticed on my Facebook page you hit liked for my Kathleen Madigan comedian snippet about her mom now living in a,
Mhm.
what do they call it? It's not assisted living per se. Senior living or
Well, they call my mom's assisted living.
yeah, well, this whatever her mom's living in now, and they've got golf and shit,
Mhm.
and that I really appreciated Kathleen's mom's take on things about like how time doesn't exist to them anymore and that they can be drunk at 6 a.m. and eat
Mhm.
lasagna at 6 a.m. and just kind of do whatever they want
Yeah.
at 6 a.m.
Mhm.
or 3 a.m. depending on when their body decides to wake up. You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, lunch for my mom, she goes down at 10:30.
10:30 for lunch. Were they serving lunch?
She goes down because she wants to sit with these certain people, and if she doesn't,
Mm.
she doesn't get her spot.
Whoa, your
Yeah.
mom's one of those. She has a spot.
Mhm. And apparently she got into it with somebody once when she went down there and her spot was taken. The care
Huh.
worker that I hired to look after her a couple of days a week there for a while was like, "Oh, it was nasty."
Wait a minute. Wait, this is music to my ears. Hold on a second. Your mom likes to sit with a certain group and she has
Mhm.
a seat that is hers in her
Mhm.
mind. And
Mhm.
she went out and someone was sitting in her
In
seat
her seat, yeah,
and she
and she
genuinely got
lost it.
upset.
Yeah.
Can we do that when we're old? Is that allowed?
Mm.
Wow.
I guess, you don't really give a shit when you get to that point, right?
I guess not. Wow. I would love to be just a, a fly on the wall when
Mhm.
an old white lady with dementia goes after another old person of whatever, just to see what that even sounds and looks like.
No, I don't think it was physical, but it was verbal, I think.
Wow. But right, but still, that to me is
Mhm.
that's amazing. And the caretaker was even like, it was not good.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
and
amazing.
also the assistants there were like, and I wrote to them and I said, "Oh, I understand mom got into it with somebody." And they're like, "Yeah, it was not pretty."
Oh, you know what? Can she get kicked out for shit like that?
Probably.
Okay. Wow. I remember this was back in 2015. My best friend from high school, Dana, she was the driver of the car that I was in my car wreck in, right?
Mhm.
So she had a lot of guilt about that, whatever. And I didn't like have a dad growing up. I had a mean stepdad and a fucked up mean bio dad. But I didn't have like a dad, right?
Mhm.
And her dad, I think because he was far enough distant of a person that like I could be friends with him. Like I enjoyed his company. Like, oh, it's like a surrogate dad kind of a
Mhm.
thing. So we were like buds, you know. And I remember in 2015, she contacts me. She's like via Facebook, "Hey, my dad's in assisted living and he's not doing great. And would you consider would you come and visit him? Because I think that would be really good for him. He did get kicked out of his previous place for punching a nurse in the face. And
Mm.
he punched me in the face too, but we're good. And just, like maybe you could go visit my dad." And I'm just like,
He punched me in the face too.
he got kicked out for assaulting a nurse or an orderly. He punched you, his own kid. And you want me to go visit this guy who clearly doesn't. So she was so mad at me because I didn't respond for like 3 months because I was
Yeah.
just like,
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
well, and I was like raising kids and I'm like, yeah, what am I supposed to? I'm like, that was like, no, right? Like I should have
Yeah.
just said, I'm not comfortable with that at all.
Mhm.
Anyway, so I got back to her after like 3 months and I'm like, hey man, I'm just gonna remember your dad the way he was. That doesn't sound appealing at all.
Mhm.
And then she got pissed at me and then unfriended me on Facebook. And I was like, okay, you guys are clearly not mentally sound because like the fact that you're mad at me. Anyway,
She's mad at you for
not
not
going
responding, and she was the driver of the car.
right. Well, the accident wasn't her fault.
I know, but I'm just, perspective, right?
Right, perspective, right? Like, don't get mad at me for anything. You can go
Yeah.
fuck yourselves, right? Like, that was like 30 years ago. Not,
Mm.
anyway. Mm. But yeah, man, that dementia is legit.
Mm-hmm.
And her dad he was like 6 foot something. I mean, maybe he had shrunk, but he was a substantial sized individual. So I was like, and where do you put them when they get kicked out? For assaulting people? Like, uh-oh, where do you go
Yeah,
from
and then
there?
that,
Holy
that
shit.
carries with them, I'm pretty sure. So
Right. It's like, do they go into wow, I don't even know. Do you give them trazodone? Like, Jesus. I don't know, Jen. Yeah. I hope my mom doesn't become violent. I think my mom smokes too much pot.
yeah,
Some
she
pot.
she'll just forget who you are.
Right. There it is. That's it. She won't remember. Right. Yeah, that's right.
I wonder if that's why there's so much dementia now. All those people were pot smokers.
Oh, the boomers were all hippies.
I don't know. Doesn't make sense, but sort of does make sense.
Makes sense. I mean, if you abuse a drug, which the pot smokers do, then
Mhm.
that's going to have negative It's not meant to be smoked multiple times a day, every day.
It messes with your memory already, you know?
Yeah, it's like Advil. You're not supposed to take ibuprofen multiple times a day, every day. Your liver will not,
Yeah.
like that's, you can't, it's not meant to, it's an every once in a while. Yeah. So, wow, Jen, that's it. I wonder, they should do some studies on that shit.
Yeah, were you a massive pot smoker in the 60s?
Right? Right? Yeah, that should be we'll give you $25 if you'll be part of our study. Yeah. Like, were you a massive God, yeah, because as dementia, it's the plaque, right? Is that the plaque or is that Alzheimer's that forms?
And so is Alzheimer's.
Okay.
But all this shit like ALS has become so much more prevalent now.
Huh.
All of those types of uh, things that affect your motor skills, your brain, those types of
Okay.
things.
Yep.
It's got to be environmental, and for one reason or another, and who knows what that is. But
Yeah, I'd be curious if it's related also to like saccharin versus sugar.
Mhm.
Those kind of things too. I'd be curious if Europeans versus us, like, because I think they do that. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
super interesting.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So
we totally got off the subject of whatever else we
I
started.
don't know what we were talking about. Oh,
We're
Pride
talking about
weekend.
Pride,
Yeah, Pride. So
Pride
wow.
weekend, fireworks, eagles,
So much eagles.
and
Actually,
then Alzheimer's and old
yeah,
folks homes.
that's how we roll, my friend. That's how we roll. No, I did over the weekend for Pride weekend. I had it in my head because did I tell you I have 3 friends that make pottery? Did I tell you my
Yeah,
pottery?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So actually, I didn't end up selling any of the pottery stuff over the weekend for Pride because it just didn't pan out.
Mm.
So when I had the twins for Camp Crystal, day one, first thing we did was sell pottery at the cafe down the street.
Oh yeah.
We just parked our pottery boxes out front of the cafe with permission from the owner of the cafe.
Mhm.
And we sold so much shit.
Really?
We unloaded so much pottery. It was awesome.
Like dollar amounts. What did you get? What did you amass?
Well, I don't, because it was Venmo.
Mm.
So the potters, the artists had their own Venmo accounts.
Mhm.
I don't actually know. I mean, I wasn't
But
paying
you sold a
attention.
lot.
But yeah, I went from like one pottery friend had 2 big boxes and 2 small boxes. So 4 boxes.
Mhm.
They sold all the stuff except for one. I was able to consolidate down to one small box and a little bag was all that was left.
Mm.
Yeah, and it was cute because the twins are hilarious. I noticed that they had been stockpiling their own pottery as shit that they wanted to buy
Mhm.
on the side. And they're like, this is our pile, okay? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, hey, our mom's birthdays are coming up. I was like, oh, right. And it's also cute to see 11-year-olds try to sell. Like, one Potter friend had made this really beautiful, looked like it could have been a casserole dish,
Mhm.
but you couldn't actually put it in the oven. It would crack. But it was beautiful blue. It was beautiful. And little nephew, he was trying to sell that to people as a great place to like put mashed potatoes. This is a great mashed potatoes bowl for the table. So he ended up buying it. He bought it. He's like, Crystal, nobody's buying this for the mashed potatoes. And I'm like, sweetie, you are not wrong. This is a lovely, like he's right. It's gorgeous for a centerpiece with taters in there. Oh my God. Just put the taters in that and set it out.
Mhm.
Anyway, so he got it for one of his moms for mashed potatoes. It's hilarious. Yeah. And then little niece, she just kept making a pile. And I'm like, sweetie, wait a minute, back up. Let's look at your budget, you know. And she's great. The next day she handed me a $20 bill. Here's the money I owe you for the pottery. And nephew still has to pay me for the pottery. But she's a Capricorn rising. I'm telling you, if I got her tested by a wizard or a witch, she would be Capricorn rising. I have no doubt.
Well, they're born at the same time though, right?
Yeah, they're Libras.
They're Libras.
They're Libras. But I think rising and moon, I think she's a Capricorn.
Huh.
He real sweet and sensitive, and they might both have some Gemini in there because they're personable and social. But yeah, he might have some Cancerian in there. But God, would that be a weird gift to give someone on their 12th birthday? Is like a reading with a astrologer about their signs, their chart.
No, I don't know. What do you think? How do you think they would react to it?
I think they'd be into it, but they're also like 12, so they're also going to be into like teenagery shit. You know, they're not I'll do this, and then they'll be like, that's cool, and then that, you know, who knows if they'll remember, you know. But anywho, have you ever had your astrology chart done?
No.
Has Vera, your wife?
I don't think so.
Have you thought about it?
No, not really.
Jen, I love your dry answers. No, no, no. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have any interest now? By like just
What purpose would it serve?
oh, that's fair.
I
Yeah.
mean, maybe when I was younger, might
Right.
like
Okay.
might help me find my perfect mate or something. But
Right. Okay. Decisions and whatnot. Yeah.
at
Okay.
this point in time, I'm just noticing that there's cucumbers growing too behind you.
Oh yeah, the right there.
As the more I stare at this, the
My
more
background.
vegetables appear.
Jen, what do you think? Okay, hold on. What do you think? So that's a cucumber, right? For pickles or something.
Yeah.
What's that? That's too smooth.
I think it's just blurred. I think it's a cucumber.
Do you think it's a cucumber?
And I think it's ingenious how they've got them growing. But
Yeah. Well, this would be a lovely garden, but totally unrealistic. This would not ever happen.
yeah. Speaking of garden, I bought one patio tomato plant and just put it on our patio.
Oh, right. Good for
Already got
you.
tomatoes on it from the nursery. So
Ooh.
it's already got a head start.
Oh man. Like beef eaters or like cherry
They're
tomatoes.
just patio tomatoes. They grow in a planter.
Oh
So
shit.
it's a plant that just grows in a planter, and it doesn't get really huge or anything, and it produces a lot of tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, but what size tomatoes? Like you can make a sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Regular old tomatoes.
love it. Love it. Maybe I'll get back into the vegetable game, but right now I'm just really excited about all the wildflowers that I got
Yeah.
going.
Well, we don't have enough sunshine for anything, but I figured one plant, I can move it around the patio.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Move it over here, move it over here. The sun's over here, move it over here.
Smart, Jen. I like it. I like your style. Yeah. You got just the one plant. That's where you're at.
Yeah.
You got the one goddamn plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
We can
God.
get some decent tomatoes.
Yeah. Are the kitties allowed out on the deck patio?
No,
Okay, that's cool.
they are indoor only kitties. In fact, we had to protect the tomato plant. We left it in my car overnight because we got it on the way when we went to have dinner with some friends, left it in the car, and then came home last night about 10 o'clock and
Yeah.
still light out. And yeah, had to leave the tomato plant in the car because if we brought it into the house, the cats would have been all over that shit.
Yeah. They would have. They would have knocked it down, then they would have pottied in the dirt. Because they would have been like, oh yeah, cat box. I'm gonna potty right here. Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't have done that. They're pretty good about that, but they would have destroyed the plant. So
Just right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's a nightshade, right? So does it make
yeah, I don't know if it's problematic for cats. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's
Lots
right
of
up
plants are.
right up there with the
Lilies.
steel wool.
Hmm?
It's right up there with the steel wool that they like playing with when they were little. It's swallowed because they're
Yeah.
like dumbass kittens.
They're a bunch of little weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear this noise in the hallway. I'm in here in the office on my computer and I hear this kind of, and what was it it was something that was laying on the ground that I had pulled out. And I
Uh-oh.
think it was like a curtain rod or something. And
Mhm.
Iris was in there chewing on it.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, Jen.
No.
Why is she chewing on a curtain rod?
Yeah, makes no sense at all.
Unbelievable. Nah, I don't get it. They're their own thing.
They would be, if I threw a pile of steel wool down on the ground, they'd be
Mm.
all over it.
Mm.
They'd be like, oh, cat treats, yay. You know?
It'd be like the ball thing that you jump into at Chuck E. Cheese. They would just think that shit was the most amazing thing, Jen.
Mom gave us cat treats. Woo!
Oh yeah, hospital bill. Yeah, that's right. Naughty. Yeah. Jen,
Mhm.
did we talk about Special Olympics when I went and saw
Yeah.
Jonas?
Go.
I did. Did we
Oh,
talk
didn't
about it
talk
yet?
that yet. No.
So went, and 2 weeks ago, Sunday night, came back Wednesday night.
Mhm.
I'd never been to Minneapolis before. I really
Mhm.
enjoyed Minneapolis, Jen.
It's a cool city.
Okay, so you've been.
I've not been, but people
Oh,
tell
okay, I
me it's a
wasn't
very
sure.
cool city.
It had a similar energy to Seattle, I
Yeah.
thought. And I really enjoyed that. And unfortunately, the one thing that I wanted to do, which was go to the Mill Museum, which is a museum built out of the ruins of the factory that made flour that exploded. See, that's what I love too. Like Minneapolis are like, oh, yeah, factory blew up. Put a museum right smack dab in the middle of the ruins.
Mhm.
And, but unfortunately for me, the museum is closed Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. When was I there? Right.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
So I have a reason to go back.
Mhm.
But and then the day we were gonna do like what do you call this boat? This old timey boat.
Paddle wheel, paddle
Yeah.
boat
They got one of those on the
on the
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
On the Mississippi's.
Yeah.
But so we were gonna do that. But then that day was a thunder lightning storm, and I was like, Jen got hit by lightning twice in a storm on a boat in the water. I'm not getting on no boat. I don't know Minneapolis thunderstorms. I don't know what they're like. So we didn't do that. So just watched my youngest compete, and that was awesome. We saw 3 different games. First game, his team won by 5 points, but it was a good game. Second game went into double overtime.
Mm.
Really good game. Also, the first one they won, the second one they lost, and then the third one they lost by 15. But check this out. I was watching the third game, Jen, and I was like, the other team's players do not seem like they are neurodivergent at all. Are they faking? And another parent was like, oh, no, 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 no. So let's say you've got 5 neurodivergent kids on your team, then you're allowed to have 5 neurotypical kids on your team. So it's teams are combos.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, so Oregon, so each state has one team that represents basketball, one for swimming. They even got like cornhole and bocce ball as categories, right? You can compete in. So Jonas's team was the only basketball team representing Washington State.
mhm.
So the basketball team representing Oregon apparently kicks ass every year
Mhm.
because its neurotypical kids on the team are all like they had just finished winning state. They won state, right? And so now they're on the Special Olympics team. And so they're doing fucking layups and shit and all this stuff. And it was just like, damn. But they were also really cool because once they knew they were going to win, they just kind of backed off.
Yeah.
And, and then just everybody just played to have fun, and it's all about camaraderie and team and having a good time. So I noticed like Jonas and his,
Something,
what? Yeah.
something that the
Mhm.
founder of the Special
Mm,
Olympics, which
mhm.
was Eunice Shriver, the Kennedys' matriarch, right?
Wow.
So,
Maria Shriver's mom or grandma?
yep. Something that the Kennedys did right, as opposed to the dipshit that's in the health services right now,
Well,
trying to destroy us all.
right. Robert Kennedy.
RFK Jr., the
Yeah.
heroin addict that,
Mm,
yeah. Anyway,
totally.
I digress.
I digress. I did not know the Shriver side. So
Yeah.
was it the Shrivers or the Kennedys that started Special
Well,
Olympics?
Well, it was Eunice Shriver that started it.
Eunice.
Yeah.
She was a Kennedy sister that married the Shrivers, right?
No, she was hang on just a second here. Special Olympics. I may be wrong, so I want to be sure
No, this is
that
cool.
I'm
though.
right. Special Olympics founder was Eunice Kennedy Shriver. So she
Okay.
was a
Got it.
Kennedy by marriage.
Oh, she was a
Oh,
Kennedy.
no, she was a Kennedy, and then she married Sergeant Shriver, I believe.
Got it. Okay. And
Yes.
is that
Yeah.
Maria's mom?
That is
I'm guessing that's the mom.
yeah, Arnold's wife. That's
Maria Shriver. So that would have been her mom, Eunice.
that would have been her mother, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, go Eunice.
Children: Bobby, Maria, Timothy, Mark, and Anthony. Yeah.
They all had-
Joseph P. Kennedy Sr. was her parent, and Rose Fitzgerald. So
Got it. Okay, yeah, Rhodes was the matriarch of the Kennedy family.
he started the Special Olympics. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that. It
Mhm.
was so cool to see all the different families wearing their shirts from different states, and it would be like Team Justin, like the families would be so excited. And we'd be walking around Minneapolis and you'd see people wearing their shirts and be like, oh, hey, Special Olympics, we know you're here for that, right? And that was cool.
So it was the National Special Olympics?
National, not
National
international, just national.
in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and it was
Does it
at the
happen in a
university.
different city every year? Or?
I don't know. This was my first experience. All I know is that it was at the University of Minnesota,
Mhm,
which was cool. And so all the kids got to sleep in the dorms,
mhm.
which was neat. So Jonas got a real like college campus experience because they slept and ate on campus and then would compete on campus. And yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah. That's a great organization.
Yeah. Oh my God. And everything was covered like for them. I mean, we had to, but the competitors, shit
Mhm,
was covered. I'm like, wow, this organization is really well funded.
mhm,
That was, I mean, it was so professionally organized.
mhm.
Like it was It was not rinky dink, you know, this was not homemade. You know what I mean? It was like real professional. And all the moving parts, I can't even imagine. I mean, good Lord. And yeah, and then the coaches, like Jonas's basketball coaches, there's a man and a woman, and Coach Rachel, she was real sweet. She was like, after the first loss, she's like, okay, so we're having some big feelings right now. And so, and I was like, oh God, what is that even like?
Mhm.
Like neurodivergent big feelings versus neurotypical. Like, is it even more like, wow, what? Yeah. So anyway, but no, it was fun. And my ex, who I traveled with, because she's Jonas's mom, right?
Mhm.
We only, let's see, we only got into it like 2 times, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good. Oh shit. I know what I wanted to tell you. Okay, you ready for this? I got a
Yeah.
story. Okay. So there I am. I'm the step parent, right? The bonus mom or whatever. And there's Terry and Christina, the actual moms of Jonas.
Mhm.
And they haven't been together since 2011. Okay. So Terry and I show up and we're at the game and we're there and we're watching and we don't see Christina and she's traveling with her really old parents, right?
Mhm.
And her stepdad has cerebral palsy. I've never met these people. I don't know nothing about them. Okay. So Christina comes in late, but I'll give her that because she's traveling with 2 really old people. She comes in, it's a gym, it's a goddamn gym, it's packed, it's just packed. She's like, comes there, she sees us, she comes there, she's like, Terry, get out of the way. I need that seat for my mom or for my dad. And Terry's like, kind of blindsided, like, what? Like, because it's not Terry's job to take care of Christina or her parents, right?
Mhm.
Like, get out of the way, my dad's coming, and he can barely walk and all this stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, whatever, man. He's like, hey, I'm watching my son play basketball. Like, what are you talking about? And all of a sudden, around the corner comes this guy. I'm like, holy shit. He's got the crutches on the arms and he can
Mhm.
barely walk, Jen. And this guy's old, right? I was and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, Terry, get out of, like get off the, and I'm even like, oh, would you like my chair, sir? Like, would you like, I mean, I was shocked. I didn't realize the extent of his
Mhm.
disability at this point in time, right? And I think Terry saw him and was like, oh shit, because she hadn't seen him in years, so she didn't realize he had really deteriorated.
Mhm.
And then behind him is Christina's mom, who's this little old lady, just tiny fucking thing with a walker. I was entertained by like Terry and exes do not get along. A
Mhm.
lot of even decades can go by
Mhm.
and they still do not get along. Decades,
Yeah.
decades. I know this couple where they're older than me. They're older than me. But like she cheated on him, had babies with other men. He
Mhm.
raised them as if they were his own.
Yeah.
She left him, like she cheated on him, had babies with other men. She left him and he raised those kids like his own and all the things. And he went off and was like, okay.
Mhm.
She said he was a child molester, like all this stuff so that he would have to pay more in child support. Just kind of like really awful shit, right? He went off, still raising his kids, got remarried, has a life. These kids are in their 30s now and have their own children. She
Mhm.
still tries to get him, rope him into, I mean, like, it's like, lady, fuck off. Like, what are you doing? That was decades, that's 30 something years. Go away, right? Like,
Uh,
get a life, or I don't know. It just blows my mind when shit like that happens. I'm like, you don't have any reason to interact with this person ever again.
so what arguments did you have?
Oh, with ex Terry?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's see. So I think for me, it's just best if we don't talk. Like when she and I hang out,
Yeah.
we got to hang out fresh. Like,
Mhm.
like we can't go back in time and talk about stuff because, um, it just what would be the point? Like,
Mhm.
you were a shitty partner. We can rehash that if you'd like, Terry. Like, but you'll never get it. Like, she'll
Yeah.
never get why I broke up. Like, she'll come up with her own stories. And one of them, I don't remember even why we started talking about it, but it was brought up about something that had occurred in our relationship. And she's like, that never happened. Right. Like one of those, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, Terry, it's one of the reasons why I broke up. What do you mean it didn't happen? Of course it happened. She's like, no, that's you telling yourself a story. Right. And I'm like, and I just had to take a deep breath. And because she's like, I never said that, that kind of shit.
Mhm.
Deep breath. And I was like, I'm feeling really triggered right now. And she got
Mhm.
quiet. And we were in a lounge, like bar, like having drinks and snacks and stuff. So she just stopped and started watching TV. There's a game on or something.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, good. She's just shutting the fuck up.
Mhm.
Right. And I never stick up for myself like that. Like I think she's used to like poking the bear and then starting a fight. And
Yeah.
that's me that she knows. And for me to just be like, you know what, I'm just really triggered right now. So um yeah. And I can't remember exactly what it was that she had said that like that never happened. But I think she did that a couple of times on the trip. Um And it just goes back to like being in a relationship with someone who is incapable of being vulnerable enough because they have no self-esteem or confidence, but
Mhm.
vulnerable enough to admit um that they were wrong about something or they made a
Yeah.
mistake or to say, ah shit, I did say that. And you know what?
Mhm.
I could take that back. Or, just to like, it's just easier to be like, I never said that. It's like,
Mhm.
And then, oh my God, dude, we got there really late Sunday night, right?
Mhm.
Like flew in. I think we didn't get to our hotel like until 1:30.
Mhm.
And I am handsy. When I say handsy, I'm not grabbing titties and ass. I'm not handsy like that. But I talk with my hands. Like I'm always spilling on. I spilled on myself on the trip, a full cup of coffee right on my lap,
Mhm.
talking with my hands. And so I will like kind of nudge, or I might put my hand on your forearm in
Mhm.
conversation. Um, so we get in the cab to go from the airport to the hotel, and she's like, "Stop touching me." And she says it like that, like Terry's just really bitchy. She's like, "Stop
Mhm.
touching me," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You're always like touching me and hitting me and stuff," and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so I own it." I'm like, I can be vulnerable, right? I have a healthy
Mhm.
sense of ego. I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Um, I apologize. Half the time, I don't even think I realize I'm doing it.
Mhm.
And so throughout the course of the rest of the time we were there, she actually did something interesting, which Terry just doesn't do. So this is growth. She observed my behavior with other people, processed that, and then had a conversation with it about it. She's like, you know what? I've been observing, and I'm wondering. I think you touch people whether you realize you're doing it or not, as a way to comfort them and disarm them, because you do look different, because you are in a chair, and when you touch someone it kind of disarms them because it's gentle. I've noticed it's very gentle, and it kind of calms, like I can see them calm and like engage with you like you're a person, like
Mhm.
humanity here. and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. I can. But the fact that she stopped and observed, and then the last day we were together, I'm like, are you aware you've been touching me the entire time we've been here? She's like, I have? And I'm like, yeah. So I had to put it back on her, though, like, you hypocrite. Like, don't touch me, but you've been touching me the entire time. She's like, oh, I didn't even realize. And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, just something to think about.
Yeah.
I'm not like her. I don't mind, you know. And I'm venting a little, Jen. I feel like on some level, Terry can't control me anymore because we are not in a relationship. And this is like the one thing she could think of to control me in this moment, you know, because she's so controlling. Don't touch me. Okay,
Yeah.
I apologize. I apologize. Because that's who she is. She's very controlling. But anyway, whatever.
Anyway, what shirt do you have on?
Oh, I'm just wearing my paws.
Oh, pause. Okay.
I did wear this when I was in Minneapolis, and I did get compliments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it a cat underneath the mouse? Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's the mouse, and then hold on, let me see if I can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Wave your hands. Wave your hands and point at it. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Yeah. Okay. Well, we are at over an hour already.
We haven't talked about music or anything.
I have a quick question we can talk about, and it'll help us touch on the music.
Oh.
And here's a question for you. What song, when you were a kid or when you were younger, doesn't have to be you weren't a kid, did you play nonstop on repeat?
Oh, Let It Be by the Beatles record.
Oh, okay.
Let It Be. Yeah, my
how old were you?
9, 10. 9, 10, right in there. My uncle, who lived next door with my grandparents, he had leveled up and got rid of he got something like a boom box or something, because this would have been, 1983, 1984. So he gave me his old record player. And my mom had all these records, but she didn't have a record player anymore. And she had the White Album or whatever the fuck it was. And I would just play Let It Be when I was going to sleep.
Okay.
My record, and then I'd get mad because I would want it to just keep going, but record, the song ends,
and then you have to
start
it over again.
I was just like, I wish there was a way I could just make it just without Let It Be. That's the one I remember. Yeah. How about you?
For me, the song that comes to mind is I was driving at the time, so I was probably sophomore, junior in high school, maybe. Take the Long Way Home by Supertramp.
Oh, dude, I still listen to that song. I got the album.
I love that song.
That is the greatest. That whole album.
Breakfast in America, right?
So good. That whole fucking out. Good for you, Jen. Yeah, you just replay that song. Fuck yes. It is such a good song.
Yeah.
It is, and it's so like, oh man, yeah, it's like sad, but also like, just like being washed up. Like, oh man, yeah. Wow. Did you ever learn how to play it? Because you're that kind of person.
Probably, yeah. I think I could play it. Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. That fucking harmonica.
I think I learned the harmonica part too.
God, and then at the end when it does and it's just so haunting. Yeah. So do that harmonica again, Jen. Okay, yeah, sounds just like that. Just like it. Good question. No, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a great song. All right. Well,
on that note, yeah, we can I think we've had a good conversation. We can trying to keep it compact and not too long.
No, it's good.
Well, yeah, we had a good discussion, and remember folks, you can always comment.
comment.
And we will put links to the Save Moon Camp, which is the Eagle Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
What else would we link to for this? The Special Olympics, where you could donate some money to the Special Olympics.
So good. These kids, this is so, oh my, just see my boy find his people
Mhm.
and then just blossom. God,
Yeah.
super special. It's
Yeah.
just so cool.
And yeah, if you were ever arrested for dropping something in the middle of the highway, you know, or or fined, comment in our comment section. If you had to dodge something on the highway, let's hear about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not alone, people. You're not alone.
Alrighty.
Okay. Signing off. Not supermodels.
We are not supermodels. Thanks for tuning in today, and we will be back later this week.
Right. That's right. Okay.
With another show.
See you guys. See you, Jen.
Yeah.